Macedonia in English. Just about everything you want to know.
President Ivanov launches initiative for Committee on Parliament Incidents. President Georgi Ivanov has decided to launch an initiative to set up an impartial non-party expert committee to establish the facts of the events of the 24th of December in and around Parliament as well as the preceding events. The letter, including the initiative, was sent to Parliament Speaker Trajko Veljanovski, Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski and SDSM leader Branko Crvenkovski. According to the initiative, the chairperson of the commission would be nominated by Ivanov himself, but they would be elected via consensus. Based on the proposal, the committee should consist of 5 more experts, 1 nominated by Ivanov, 1 by the ruling majority, 2 by the opposition, as well as a foreign expert with no right to vote that would be nominated by Veljanovski. Taking into consideration the interests of the state and our citizens, I decided to initiate the setting up of an impartial non-party expert committee that will have the mandate to establish the facts of the events in question. At this moment, I cannot see any other way to establish the facts and impartially grasp the situation, the letter reads. Opposition stages protest march. The SDSM-led Coalition for the Future staged a protest march on Sunday under the motto Resistance Against the Party Police Regime. SDSM leader Branko Crvenkovski said the opposition wanted to end the protest outside the Interior Ministry building, but they were prevented from doing so due to the police cordons. But they didn't make a mistake. We stopped outside the building in which Nikola Gruevski, the man who makes the orders, lives. He personally should see and listen to us instead of the media megaphones. He should start counting and see how many of us are here, Crvenkovski said. He also emphasized that the Gruevski-led government is still in power only because of the police. According to Interior Minister Gordana Jankulovska, the opposition staged a protest against 12,000 members of the police who are doing their job in a professional and dignified manner. The march had begun at noon in the Taftalidje settlement and ended near the Interior Ministry. Macedonian and Serbian Prime Ministers address St. Sava Day Formal Academy. Macedonian Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski and his Serbian counterpart Ivica Dačić addressed the Formal Academy at the Macedonian Opera and Ballet marking St. Sava Day. According to Prime Minister Gruevski, the promotion of the relations between Macedonia and Serbia should be the legacy left to these and future generations. Our mutual respect, cooperation and the ties between the Macedonian and Serbian people have always been our advantage. That we have to develop, and that has considerable contribution in building a better future for our peoples, our states and the region as a whole, said Prime Minister Gruevski in his address. Serbian Prime Minister Dačić thanked Prime Minister Gruevski for his attendance at the ceremony. The basic message of the Christian faith is to love thy neighbor. Macedonians are one of the closest people to the Serbs on the territory of the former Yugoslav republics. Maybe there are still issues that are left open, but if we look at the world we live in, I am sure that there is no other place where there is more understanding for problems. I'd once again convince everyone in Macedonia who have different views or are pestered by doubts. Serbia does not have any pretensions to the Macedonian territorial integrity, sovereignty or national identity. On the contrary, the only thing we want is to be best friends with the Macedonian people and Macedonia, underlined the Serbian Prime Minister. Radoviš-Strumica Road modernized. Surdulci-Radičevo stretch on the Štip-Strumica motorway, 10 km long and 7.7 km wide, was put into operation on Saturday. The event was attended by Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski, Finance Minister Zoran Stavreski, Transport and Communications Minister Mile Janakijevski, and Director of the PE for State Roads Ljupčo Georgievski. New road shoulders have been constructed, new signalization installed, and the project speed of movement is set at 100 km. Two junctions have been built at the Kalugerica and Radicevo settlements, one overpass, one underpass, and 5 bridges, as well as 13 crossings. The value of the project is around 455 million denars. The Radovish-Strumica Regional Road is one of the most modern roads in the state, according to Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski. The old macadamized road will be left as a testimony to the past. Ahead of us is the new road through which citizens will be able to move faster and safer, underlined Gruevski. New water treatment plant put in use in Strumica. New water treatment plant, an investment worth 1.4 million euro, was put in use in Probishtip. Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski declared that the 3-decade-long problem of the 16,000 Probishtip inhabitants who will now receive clean drinking water has been solved. He promised to solve the problem with lack of water as well, which is especially present in the summer period. Probishtip Mayor Toni Tonevski stated that funds for this project has been provided through donation worth 400,000 euros from the Slovenian government. 800,000 euros are loaned from the Japanese Agency for International Cooperation, JACA, whereas the remaining were funds from the budget of the municipality. President Ivanov in Qatar visit. President Georgi Ivanov will pay an official visit to the state of Qatar on the 28th and 29th of January upon the invitation of Emir Al Thani. Ivanov and Al Thani are set to exchange opinions and information over prior bilateral relations and opportunities for enhancement of cooperation, with focus on economy and other fields of mutual interest. Macedonia and Qatari chambers of commerce will also sign memorandum of understanding in the field of tourism. The Macedonian delegation also includes Economy Minister Valjon Saracini. Traffic Warning Daily Report. Traffic on all main and regional roads moves in winter conditions on wet and snow-covered roads. Drivers are advised to drive carefully on Debar-Struga, Mavrovo-Debar, Katlanovo-Veles and Demirkapia-Udovo roads due to frequent landslides. Intensity of traffic is moderate outside urban areas, and the same condition is taking place on the border crossings where there aren't any longer delays needed for accomplishing all the customs formalities.